Not expensive.
Red.
Okay, mic is live.
Mike's live. Okay. I'm gonna close the doors. I'm sure they don't want to hear us yelling either.
For staff, we will have to be able to print stuff on site. Worst case scenario, we walk them up to red, and then we can actually have.
All right, everyone get settled.
Everyone, the mic's hot.
Mike's hot. I'm gonna drop it like it's a mic. All right. Well, thank you everyone for coming. This is the final pre-con meeting. Before we begin, I want to kind of give a collective, oh my God, I can't believe it's 2020, and oh my God, I can't believe the con is a week away. That is kind of what? Why didn't Back to the Future 2 predict smartphones? So it goes both ways. Was it? They had the on TV. Off topic. Thank you very much for coming. So this is the final at con meeting. There are still meetings at the con. We are required to attend at least one. We will go into that in a moment here. Otherwise, now is the time to make sure we've got all our ducks in a row, all our various letters given their finishing serifs. And just making sure that we're all ready for the con. If there's anything where people are like, I don't know 100% what I'm doing, this is the meeting to sit down and talk to people and figure it out. Most of the work's going to be done in the breakouts, so that's kind of when you guys are going to be figuring out those last little details, but we'll start with general announcements and departmental updates and then go into breakouts later. So, as I guess has been tradition and is always been my favorite, the big news is there will be a con. That's a good sign. So things are looking good. There's always bumps and things that happen last minute. I will say if something happens that is unexpected, stay calm, ask for help. We will get it done. For those who have been to cons before, you know that not everything goes perfectly, but you stay calm and you get it done. And you move forward with it. We can talk. I'll take questions after the general announcements. Thank you. A couple quick little things. Fancy Friday tickets are on sale if you have not gotten them yet. Furtherconfusion.org/Fancy Friday. So just grab them if you haven't. It's a great event.
If you are a super sponsor, don't buy one. It is included with your membership.
Yes, absolutely. And sponsors as well, or just supers? Just supers. Okay. The charity auction is taking place Sunday afternoon. We are putting out a call for if anyone has anything to donate. There is a form to fill out. Please, are we going to scrap or just... Well, huh? Okay, so we are changing a little bit this year. Latte made a beautiful form that no one used, and it ended up causing more work. So if you have charity auction items, you can bring them to the con and drop them off at Art Show. So there'll be a form for you to fill out, just a little blurb, if you want to get credited, what it is, why it's special, why people should open their purse strings to pay for it. But we would love to, if you guys got anything unique, memorabilia, make sure it's new, no used stuff. But art sells great, experiences sell great. I think we also said no commissions.
It's a weak preference for no commissions because we want charity auction items to be something that people can take home right away.
Yes. If you need anything for the conventions, now is the time to take care of it. So if you're working an event, making sure everyone's got a badge, that includes guests as well. If you need parking passes are obnoxiously limited. But if you're going to be moving in and out, doing logistics things, we want to give preference to people who are going to be having to load stuff. So you can email hotel@furtherconfusion.org. Tao, we can work together to get you guys what you need. So just, send out hotel or info@furtherconfusion. We'll get you there. And just some other general announcements. New events. Artemis will be coming this year. They were planning on coming last year. Fortunately, they couldn't make it for a variety of logistical reasons, but they'll be here in the Hilton. So if you've ever wanted to try doing a Star Trek simulation, is that accurate to say? Do I have to be like
Star Trek.
Star Trek with the serial numbers filed out.
It's
Okay.
a spaceship bridge flight simulator.
Yes, absolutely, and I'm super excited.
Definitely not the Enterprise at all, we swear.
Yeah, exactly. It's the USS Business. So I'm super excited about that. Thank you for coming with that, and I actually want to give that a try if I have time. Fuzzy Logic, the escape room will be back. Now they have a bigger space. So for those of you who've done it in the past, there will be new escapier things, and you should come check it out. The big, probably like one of the bigger events that seems to have been picking up some interest is we have the night market this year. Thanks to our lovely Moo over here, it will be Nkiovi. Yes. The night market is going to be Saturday night from 8 until 2 in the morning. It will feature items for sale of a more adult nature that would be otherwise covered up in the dealer's den. Here it will be allowed to be shown in the open. Does require 18 plus. Which everyone here is 18 plus. There will be music. There will be a bar for those who are 21 plus, and it's going to be a heckin' cool time. So check it out.
For what it's worth, it is on sked.org. It is the most popular event overall, surpassing the Pursuit Parade. And Dealer's Room, which is kind of wild, and Moo is making a panic face. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be incredible. We ordered extra wristbands.
Yep. And then last but not least, Hilton Stage is another new thing. So we've got the Marriott Stage, which in past has been known as Second Stage. We have added a third stage, and now the nomenclature will be Main Stage, which is Convention Center, Marriott Stage, which is in the Marriott, and Hilton Stage, which is in the Hilton. So it's going to be this year more smaller events. So I think we're just kind of getting our feet wet in it this year. But just be aware that there's going to be more programming in the Hilton. So should be fun. At con meetings. Everyone was required to attend one of 2 at con meetings. The first one is Thursday evening at 9 p.m. The second one is Friday morning at 10 p.m. Now, before people raise their hands and go, but wait a minute, I'm working and I cannot attend either of those. Not the end of the world. Talk to your lead or your exec. Let them know if you won't be able to make it. Really what the point of the pre-con meetings are is if an emergency comes up, what do? We do something called zoo games, which also could be called the answer is contact, flare, or conops games, because that's the answer to literally everything in that game. But it's just safety things, what to do in emergency, the chain of command, all those kind of things that we want to make sure that everyone is aware of. On the back of your badge, there will be a lot of good information, which we'll go over. So really the purpose of those is just to make sure you guys are safe, that the attendees are safe, and if something happens, we know right away what to do to make sure that no one gets hurt, and also no one is responsible for something that they really shouldn't need to be. So like I said, if you can't make one, let your lead know. We'll just pass along some of that information, so you will not be barred from the con, but we want to make sure that everyone either attends those events or gets a debriefing separately, because that's just making sure everyone is safe. That's our number one concern. Before we move into departmental updates, I will just make people aware of the go, no-go list. This is probably more apt for people who are lead level, but it is in the Google Drive. It is a great kind of last-second sanity check just to go over your department, make sure you've got all those little boxes checked, because this is a time where you think you got everything done, and then, oh shoot, I've got a guest coming, and they don't have a badge, and they don't know where to park. So this is the time to think about all those little last logistical things. If you need to order anything, I mean, the rough Amazon 2-day deadline would probably be by the end of the day Sunday. So if you need anything last minute, there, as Lattes informed me, there's a Amazon locker downtown. So even if you're traveling from out of town, you can get stuff shipped. But just be cognizant that this is the weekend to look over all your lists, check them twice, make sure who's naughty or nice. If they're naughty, send them to the night market. But this is kind of the bottom line. Before we go into departmental updates, I will say that for con communication, we are going to be defaulting to Slack. We will have radios. There's obviously Telegram, Twitter, phone calls. But I think if there's anything you want to get around, go to Slack. You should have all gotten Slack invites with your staff emails. If you do not, let me know during breakouts. We can make sure you get on there. There is a hashtag staff, which will be general announcements for everyone. Then just depending on, everyone's got channels for your respective departments. If it's something that needs to be kicked up the chain of command, let your exec know. There's an exec channel to make sure they're all aware. But just making sure if something happens, put it on Slack and get an answer from there.
A couple Slack courtesy reminders. Please don't use @channel unless you really need to use @channel. I want to say hospitality might even use @here.
Here,
Yeah, okay. @here is for those who are online presently. @channel will send a notification to everyone, and sometimes people need to sleep. So please don't use @channel.
Okay, I'm not using.
And then otherwise, please keep off-topic chatter to #random. Please keep on-topic chatter to #staff or your respective. There's a million of these rooms. Check the room list. There's probably a room for your division. And otherwise, kick things to DM if needed. I think every exec here is going to have their DM notifications on pretty much the entire time. So I wouldn't worry about DMing people. I will say that especially for execs and especially for Red and I personally, our bandwidth is going to be limited. So reach, share, and vice only on an absolute need-to-know basis. Otherwise, kick to exec on duty, which the phone number, kick to ConOps, operations ConOps. But yeah, so please make sure that Slack communications, just like radio communications, are quick, efficient. Pull people into a private message if you need to. That is my word on that. And thank you. If you can you take that? Sorry, I just lost the ability to talk.
We have a channel we've been using for several years called Plan Ahead. If you are in the middle of something with your department or your job or wherever you are and go, hey, this really sucks, but there's nothing we can do about it this year, go make a note quickly and plan ahead. Plan Ahead keeps history for all these weird little ideas staff have both during and after con for what we need to look at next year.
Yeah.
That said, there's Plan Ahead channel. If you think you're done for the year, go look at Plan Ahead and see if there's anything that applies to you.
Yeah, #Plan Ahead. It is an evergreen channel, so it just rolls forward. That is a great way because we will review that, and that's the best way is when you're in the middle of something and you feel that emotion of this sucks. It's the best time to share that, and then so we can avoid the this sucks feeling in the future.
It's also where we ask staff to give feedback as opposed to going to the Hiss and Per. If you're in the Hiss and Per and on staff, you should go listen.
Yep, absolutely.
You have your own channels for things that have gone well.
Absolutely. Before we move into departmental updates, one note about the weather. We have rain in the schedule. It looks like, and Jeff, you looked at more recently, so correct me if I'm wrong. We are looking at pretty sure chance of rain Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think is going to be cloudy, dry, and a lower chance of rain. So just if you have events or anything that's going to be impacted by that, let me know. Tao, I don't know how much that... Okay, I got a hopeful shrug, so I'll take that as a positive sign. So just keep that in mind, and then we'll just keep people up to date. We're gonna make a post to social media and just let attendees know that hey, pack your rain, whatever people who live in rainy environments wear.
It's for theming.
Yeah, there you go. So pack your laser ponchos. You will need them. Okay, so moving on to department updates. I haven't heard Clinton's lovely voice, but I presume he is.
No, it is not a dialed-in connection because I couldn't pipe it through to the stream.
Gotcha. Okay, sounds good. Well, I have heard his update, and I've got it here on the agenda. So, quick updates on the hotel. The room blocks have closed. We are pretty much sold out. So, unfortunately, we don't have anything left to give. If people have especially any staff have any problems with hotel, email hotel at. We'll see if we can accommodate, but unfortunately right now not really many open spots. Marriott, there has been some concern about the lobby of the Marriott, which is, if you've been down that way, you'll notice is like half not there. We have been given assurances that it will be open by the time the con opens, which we're crossing our fingers for. Yeah, I know. Hilton is going to be down an elevator, so just prepare for it. With that, apparently we had the same issue last year, and it was fine. Yeah, it worked. I think Marriott's always just our cluster for hotel elevators, so just keep that in mind.
Thought it was a Hilton that we lost the elevator.
Yes, that's what I said. Yeah,
Marriott.
Marriott's the lobby, Hilton's the elevator. Marriott should be okay. Hilton will not. So, and otherwise, Clinton says see you at the con, and there's lots of fun activities. So we'll kick it over to marketing.
So the theme has been going amazingly well. Thank you, Puppers.
Bumpers, yay!
But seriously, I am so freaking impressed.
I'm excited.
I want everybody to see because they're going to be blown away. Con book. We do have a printout of the con book that was designed by
I will give a hand of applause for that.
Amber. And we also have a printout version of the pocket guide. We did do a format change. Also, not only does it save us some money, which means more money for charity, right?
Interesting.
We also took some feedback from folks that were attending the event. So should be still very usable and readable, and we are listening for feedback for next year as well, of course. Signage, Krista is making an inventory to make sure that people can find where they want to go and things as well. We'll also figure out how to do at-con last minute signage, as we will of course need to do. T-shirt has gone to the printer. I'm also very impressed by that. I'm just sitting over here just being impressed by what everybody's doing. That's what my job is, just be impressed, be happy. So we'll pass around the pocket guide, because people want to see that. And we'll also have the towels that will look like the shirt. Those that don't know, we had run out of gifts for 2019. So we had done another order to make sure that people got the shirts that were missing them. And as a thank you for your patience and understanding, we, Yobi, thank you, did a decal based on that shirt. So we're continuing that just because decals are fun to put on things. So as a person who can barely see your laptop, back up to the decals. So hopefully that's also received very well. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, social media requests. As you can imagine, there is a lot of things that we want to say on the social medias to keep people informed, especially last minute changes, and also get excitement, right? So how to do that? There is a channel in Slack called Social-Media. Join there. There is a thing called an action, which will create a workflow that will send information to Simon and me to make sure to get the word out. Because we definitely want to get the word out about all the incredible things that you all are doing. Other than that, cool. Yeah, and okay. First here, and then we'll go to
We are capping the.
because we do not want to have a repeat of running out of gifts for our sponsors and super sponsors, we are capping. Since we sold out so quickly of hotels, and our reg numbers are looking to be so high, we're not exactly sure what it's going to look like, but we are putting a cap. We did increase all of our orders, so hopefully we're good, but we will do a cap on sponsor and super sponsor registration, because we want to make sure that everybody that has registered at those levels get the gifts so they can wear them for this con and the other 3 cons that are signed up this year. Cool. And
Cool.
Oh, Kiovi, can you send Dax an image of the shirt? We can actually put that up.
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
Or
It should
any.
also be on the drive, but,
I actually
while
haven't
that's,
seen it.
okay,
Okay,
and
cool.
while that's, getting up on the screen, seriously.
Okay.
Regarding the merchandise, in addition to the candy and the shirt, response to my is program will have a new batch, so it can change the text on it, it also comes with an app. There should be like a station set up in the Slumdog Arcade or that where you can also choose stuff there and stuff. And then the super sponsor, which is mass sound reactors, but in places like the gas, it's a lot more impressive. It picks up sound quite well, especially when you're talking. Staff keeps this glowing lanyard, which is really nice, it's pretty sturdy and awesome. Panelists and parties, open parties, they get this programmable and matters as well. That's the merch. And then the Slumdog Arcade is going to be the area that used to be the part of the last year. In there, there'll be your frame food. There'll be the digital game museum, which is going to be hosting like retro games that you can play. So that's going to be enjoyable. And then there's going to be the array, which is it's a setup with several old monitors and projectors, which are going to be displaying furry art and products that we collected from the community. If you know anyone that has any cyberpunk art, tomorrow is the last day, but might be able to stretch it. Anyone has a completed piece that wants to show off their products or artwork, how we will be built into the community.
How would they get that to you?
We have a page, I'll put it somewhere. It's also on the Twitter, if you want to go on the Twitter, which is the specifications needed. We'll take reading files and image files.
For the record, we are on microphone, but it can't pick up distant. So if there's anything that we want to announce publicly for the stream, we might want to either repeat it up here or have presenters come up and talk about it.
Everything regarding the digital signage is on the website,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So the announcement was, in addition to great gifts that we are not showing on the stream, sorry, there are also opportunities to put things up on the digital signs up in the panel space or the convention space. So please look at the website. There's all the information we should need on there.
And in addition to the main the Slumdog Arcade, like individual rooms have some meaning that they can give. So if somebody's like me that's gonna show up, if you're in charge of the room, just let the staff know that somebody will come to decorate. Like we get the final say on what shows up. Like on-ops are shown here, an LED sign. And if you want a writing board, we have these writing boards that will be set up throughout the park with drawing. It's beyond inside the company. This is a smaller tabletop version for individual rooms. Somebody has one that can draw. And some sort of glowing object are listed as gaming, function, viewers. Maybe I'll be talking to individual groups, but if somebody specific you want to find me.
Great, thank you. Okay, so was there anything else from marketing? No. Good. Okay, so we'll move to programming. Unfortunately, Shy and Groggy cannot make it, so I'll be giving their report. Nothing really too major other than just announcements. Schedule is live. If you go to furcon.org, there is the schedule is up. What is it? Furcon2020.sked.com.
No, if you do
Sked.furcon.org.
Sked, and that's SCHED.
yes,
Dot
as
fur-
in the first half of the word schedule.
Yeah.
Sked.furcon.org redirects to our current Sked instance right now.
Yeah, I highly recommend this for all volunteers. If you sign up for this, you can set your own schedule. It's a really easy way to plan out your con. So for, obviously seeing what's there, but also there's a lot of interactivity therein. So FCU, we have a new FCU lead this year, Wolf Guardian, who will be taking over for Rain. So they have been accepting acts, and they are still open for acts. There's still space. So if you know anyone who is interested in performing at FCU, we typically do take acts at con, but email programming at furcon.org or even info at, just wherever, send it in, or you can talk to them at the con, but that is still open. The DJ schedule is up, so that has been in progress. DJ Ear has been doing a great job getting all that squared away. So that is up on furcon.org/dance schedule, DJ Ear. Yeah, so it's up there. So you can check it out. It's pretty exciting. Great lineup as always, and I'm very excited for it. Otherwise, just in terms of program, if you got any events, any issues, if you guys are running events and need any AV or have guests that need badges, just email programming at or drop a line on Slack. Now is the time to hammer out all those logistical details, so it is not too late if you've got any concerns. And that is the update from programming, and Shy and Groggy say we'll see you at the con, and we're very excited. So that throws it over to business with Miss Whoopi over here.
Hello. So registrations are going to be in the low 4,000s, maybe in the mid 4,000s. Like Morgan said, we're going to be capping our sponsor and super sponsor registrations so we can make sure everyone has swag. We're going to do it earlier in the week if you're not already registered. I will be opening registration on Monday, and I'll be doing that so that we can get our fan tables and our vendors all signed up. And then on Wednesday we'll open it up on the main website and try and get as many people.
Thursday?
Thursday? No, do it Thursday instead?
Oh, that's your call actually then, no.
The number's not official, that's merely an estimate. We say we were expecting a lot of people.
Yeah. Alright, Psycho Donuts and Iritaco will be coming back this year. Iritaco will be having Locomocos on the menu this year.
Yay.
Delicious. Wild Bill Soda will be joining us. I mentioned that last year. They were actually at MFF and they received a pretty good
Feedback.
feedback.
Acclaim.
Praise. Claim.
Trying to come up with a pun. Okay. And lastly, Art Show could always use staff. Want to talk about Art Show staff?
Yeah, so if you have any friends, I assume everyone here is probably already on staff and has a position, but if you have friends who are looking for a chill position at con, we're still looking for Art Show staff to help out with things like bag check and picking up art for attendees and pack it up and at home. So if you have folks who are interested, they can get in touch with me, just sign up. I have lots on Twitter, very active in accepting DMs from people who are interested in something on more information. So
I'll repeat that for the stream, but we are still looking for art show staff, particularly for during the convention. Please check in with @BinaryFox on Twitter if you want a little bit more information. But of course, we can always answer questions on volunteer at furtherconfusion.org or furcon.org/volunteer. It's not too late. Tell your friends we could use some help.
And if any departments need some kind of reimbursement for convention expenses, just send an email to business@furtherconfusion.org. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you. Moving over to operations, Mitra.
Operations is going fairly smoothly so far. We are short, I do want to highlight this right off the bat, that we are short of bodies in staff feed. We've been doing full 8-hour shifts, if not more. If you have anybody that you know that's going to work staff, they are scheduling shifts, and not having to work 8-hour shifts would be handy. I do want to make one note about staff feed, just because we got a series of complaints last year. Staff feed is we do our best to make people happy and feed them and be safe. We are not a professional catering organization. we do try to get everything, try to label everything for allergies. We do keep allergy concerns in requests in concern. They've been, some things that you don't understand about them is that they've been buying food and cooking for the last month. So this is not a small thing that they do when they just show up. So please be kind to your hospitality staff.
Absolutely.
Logistics, we've got a lot of planning in order. If you haven't put in your logistics need order yet, you are running out of time. Please see me and or Hal or Marshall, or if you have anything that you need picked up prior to con and brought to con or returned after con. Cutoffs. Cutoffs is where you will be getting your staff badges when you show up. Will be not badging on Thursday night as per usual?
That is correct.
So you will not need your badge Thursday night. However, will be able to pick up your badge Thursday at some point. Do we have a time that you're ready for that?
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
2 p.m.?
Yeah.
Are we talking about,
Try not to bomb rush the con-ops at 2 p.m.
are we talking about,
staff badges?
yeah.
Yes, staff badges.
Probably around noon, but 2 p.m. definitely.
Let's just say 2.
Let's just say
2, it's consistent, it's easy, it's less than 2 numbers. Again, you don't need that. So you will, if you have not pre-registered, you might not have it printed, there may be some delay in getting your badge. Please plan that into your time when you come and show up and pick it up from con-ops.
Radios have been ordered for con-op staff and for the con. If you haven't put in your radio request, I do have a few extras, but please try to use Slack. Don't use a radio. It makes my life easier.
You will need exec approval for having a radio.
Yes.
Generally, we don't like to give them out to people, but we will give them out in accordingly. Hotel makes great use of it, but we try to encourage everyone to use Slack when they can. Do you have a question, Chip?
Yeah. How do you check if we are or are not registered?
I have a list.
Checking it twice?
Oh, God.
How do people in general check if they've been registered? Talk to your exec.
Yes.
Right.
What are your exec is like?
Or just, yeah.
Your exec will hunt you down.
So you search your email for, you should receive a confirmation. If not, you could email registration and we'll search it up for you. But best bet is to look up yourself at the fastest and see this way.
Can you bring me in the loop on that? About anything like that?
You should. Now you're going to get a list of staff, a printed list of everything. It's yeah. Already in the works.
Okay. Thank you.
Where are we on the staff meeting? Logistics. Marshall, do you have anything concerns about logistics? Or
Yeah.
Cal, or here?
Yeah.
Who are here?
Yes. Go ahead. Today is pre-stage day in the locker. You want to make sure that your stuff is where you expect it to be. Show up after the meeting. You are going to be loading things in and staging up your shelf so that we can just run it in, run it over to where you want, and everything's going to be right there. Otherwise, we may wind up going into a little bit of a hunting game. We don't like playing hunting games.
Oh, bullshit, you do all that all the time.
Just because I do it all the time does not mean I like doing it.
If you are a department that is lucky enough to have your own wire shelf, those do have weight limits.
Yeah, 500 pounds max.
As mentioned, if you have not spoken directly to me about picking something up, it is currently not being picked up. So anybody that has any kind of thing, please confirm that you can pick it up.
And the kind of things that would include would be.
But right now, I'm still wondering about printed material.
Yeah.
We're picking that up.
We were just talking about that exact, we'll figure it out.
I'm hearing t-shirts, that's not on the list, so I need to know about that. Oh, do you? Okay, all right. Just want to make sure we're getting everybody's stuff.
If
Thank
you
you.
know where to deliver them this year?
Consort, I'll talk about that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll get with you then on it's not
Yeah, the printed material is just making sure that it's done by the time the truck shows up. So we'll talk.
Okay, you've got those.
We'll coordinate.
Yeah.
For the rest for the stream, that was just a request for logistics pickups. If there's anything that isn't covered, I think all the logistics orders should be covered. So don't worry about it on stream too much.
Okay.
Actually, I do have one thing. Any operations staff that is waiting for their schedule that will be going out today, I do apologize for the
Con-ops and staff.
No,
Operations
I'm
is-
doing info as well.
Yes. Okay. Oh, yeah, that is the one thing I forgot. Infodesk is being folded into ConOps.
Yes.
So if people are asking where the Infodesk is, put a note, think in your brain like Infodesk equals
We already were
ConOps.
Infodesk.
We already were, and we just don't have the table out in the room. Oh. That's all I have.
People who want to know where Infodesk is, they go to ConOps.
ConOps is Infodesk.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, okay, I'd like to take a moment, drum roll please. We have the FC2020 shirts. Also, that's front and back.
I like it.
Front
I like
and then
that.
just like
I actually do like it.
Okay, that is awesome.
I like the shirt.
Is that 2020?
And even, and something we will be leaning to more in the future years, notice how it contains one of each of FC's mascot, the dog, the cat, and the dragon, which you'll see more about in the comic book once you get it. I'm super excited, and this means we will definitely sell out of sponsorships, because people are going to see that and go like, give me. So, thank you very much. That was awesome. Cool. There had a request from Anne about accessibility. Is she? I think I recall. She couldn't make it. Okay. Do we recall what the?
She needed a parking pass.
She needed a parking pass. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she needs radio, and I think both of that got approved.
Okay, sure. Yeah, absolutely. There's a couple parking passes we had identified, so we'll talk to those folks. But yeah, should not be a problem. All right, so before we move into breakouts, so let me just do a quick recap of the positions. If you are a volunteer and you are still looking for a position, the ones that to reiterate, art show, we can talk to Riley, hospitality/staff feed, talk to Mitra or Feather. Talk to you.
Talk to me.
Talk to you. And were there any
Main stage.
Were there any other positions from execs that people wanted to highlight before we move into breakouts?
Main stage needed.
Main stage. Okay, yeah. So there's some main stage. I will talk with Groggy. If you're interested in an AV position, come up to me at breakouts or send a message to programming, and we can fill it. Maybe it's one of those fill-in kind of positions to help out where help is needed. But if you're willing to be flexible, we can always use that. So before we go to breakouts, were there any announcements, Bert?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that we're actively looking for people to step up and role. If you're interested in moving up and know something that is, please let us know. See about getting some training with people. We're also looking for a new chairman for next year. It's a little late now for our normal bid operations, but if you're interested, also let us know.
Absolutely, and I'll reiterate for people on stream, we are still looking for bids for next year. I think we've talked about some contingency plans, so it's not like we're going to be rudderless for the next year. But I think I've seen so many people working so hard this year and doing a great job, and we would love to have you continue to work for us. I think we're going to be reaching out to some folks to invite them up to more executive levels. Doesn't mean you need to jump in to be a chair right away, but there is a nice little succession, and I think if you enjoy working for the con, I've loved working with so many of you, and I would love to see you all move up into executive positions and maybe in the future consider a chairmanship, because it is very rewarding and super inspiring to see just how many creative, talented people working selflessly. It's pretty great. So, anyways.
I'll
Just
also
wanna-
mention that chairman is probably the easiest job here.
Yeah, those who.
Red may disagree with me.
No, my job has been made so easy because everyone else is just so very good and hardworking, and I find it is a lot of facilitation and just making sure Group A is talking to Group B. But it just really is. It's such a good opportunity to work with people who are just really, really cool and inspiring. So it's yeah. And you can see there's still a smile on my face. It's because these guys are really cool. So thank you very much.
the one thing I wanted to add, just very quickly. The number one reason that people don't get promoted is because they don't say, hey, I'm interested. Okay? We love when people are interested and want to learn more and want to step up. And it may not be chair be the first year, right? I mean, you may never want to be chair. But if you want to step up, and everyone is very happy to make room and bring people up through the ranks. It makes everybody at the top happy.
It is literally exec and board's job to make sure that you are given a path to succeed if that's where you want to be. And this is something that has come up in work context as well. And so if you haven't had the opportunity to have this conversation with your work supervisor or your bond supervisor, you can always ask, what would you like to see from me to get to the next level? Or what would be the best way to position myself to get to the next level? And especially here, like you mentioned, we're always glad to have that conversation, figure out how we can help you get to the goal that you want to do.
So, yeah, it should be something that you enjoy doing. We don't want to stick people in positions that they hate. So this is something we work hard, we play hard, and we put on a really cool event for.
And we don't get paid.
$3,000-$4,000.
You get paid in the choice.
Yeah.
Not even on the we're attending, others are attending.
Don't. What would you rather be, a happy furry or a poor millionaire? Don't answer.
I didn't know you were going to
Second question. Second question.
On that's what that's.
Yeah, sad millionaires.
I think it's probably best for all of us to move on to that and never speak of it again. We will move into breakouts. 40-minute breakout?
30, yeah.
Okay.
30.
Okay.
And if we end early, we can use the room for.
Okay. So we're going to do a 30-minute breakout. I'm very sorry we actually did not do the introductions this morning that we always do.
Shame.
I know. So let's do it real quick. Okay, Tao, we're going to start with Tao and end with Marshall. So let's go around.
All right, Kyle, logistics lead. Marshall, logistics lead.
Okay, bye.
Chip Unicorn, Conop second.
Nick, go first.
Mitra, aka or Leon, I am operations second.
Ellie, IT exec.
Silver Marinwolf, Conops lead.
Red chair.
Dax, exec secretary and stream monkey.
Los Angeles Vice Chair.
Morgan.
Who stood up?
Lou, dealer lead.
Okay.
Sophie, business.
Trey, Webs. Angelo, aka Mr. Jello. Robert, or Bob, Conop staff. Board member.
Okay, now we're going to go back there.
Kasha, Arto second.
KOB, night market, and the shirt merch.
Silvar, helping with Ray. Ray, Reg lead.
Brian, bachelor. I'm Kuma, the person on lead.
DJ Ear, dances, DJs.
Chipotle, writing stuff. Admiral Vidaria Artemis Training Fleet.
Rosalind or Lonnie Cardell,
Vice
PR
Admiral.
officer, or not technically Vice Admiral yet, maybe next year. But Artemis
Virginia.
training. I'm Lieutenant Commander. I've been here for like 2 years.
Ilan, programming panels. Bitch, Conop staff. Skilled logistics. Arvin, logistics.
Stitch, AVIT, and self-appointed radio recovery.
Thank you very much. Okay, so for breakouts, I'll just go down the list. Marketing, where do you want to meet?
I'm gonna go near Puppers.
Okay, so we're going to go near Puppers, all the stuff. Marketing, business.
I'll be in this corner.
Business over in yonder corner. Programming. I'll take programming if anyone has any concerns, but I mean.
I've got plans, like it's fine.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Well, we'll just say if anyone has any programming concerns, go see Elon over there.
Programming here.
Programming here. Operations.
Outside with the couches.
Okay. After operations outside the couches. Am I missing any department?
I think Hotel Hale Clinton in Hash Hotel on Slack.
Yes. And then we will be up here handling any questions if there are any. 30 minutes begins. Right now.
Give us the money first. Okay. Did I just crush it? No. Good. Yeah. I would have held in pain.
we'll be getting started shortly. So thanks for standing by and thanks for dialing in.
It will be enough to. So.
I actually got the craziest thing right now where my weirdo supervisor.
I have a barcode scanner.
That might be a thing.
It's a little dinky one, but it works.
The red football men scored, and everyone downstairs is
I
happy.
have a lot of things because I run too many columns.
Yeah, you should know. I have one of the barcode
Okay.
scanners.
I'll go bring my stuff.
How are you?
Surprisingly okay. So yeah, nervous, but I think if I wasn't nervous, I wouldn't be thinking.
Right.
So I figure that's a healthy sign. What's up? Oh, that's fine. I'm hot too. Oh yeah.
Hey,
the pins.
can you bring this? And I love you forever.
Actually, if you'd like me to, I mean,
I would love you forever.
Yeah, no,
I didn't plan on going to the locker.
I can make that happen. Yes, totally. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let me just make sure that.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. I hope you had a productive breakout session. I'm going to talk like this to allow people to find their seats and stop talking. Okay. Just a general announcements we forgot in the earlier announcement section. For those, I think we had some questions about bathrooms. The bathroom situation will be the same as last year, where I believe a fair number will be designated as all-gender bathrooms. So for those who remember last year, that's going to be the same situation. Was there any other announcements people would like to make to the group after those breakouts? Chip?
What do we do about people who take down the all-gender signs?
Let the appropriate venue know. If it's convention center, we'll let convention center know. If it's a Marriott, those are pretty hard to take down. But if it happens, we'll let the Marriott know.
The hotels are the ones in charge of the signage, so.
Yeah, we
And
don't.
Claire's the people in charge of yelling at people, so.
Okay.
Worst case, they send me.
Any other announcements? Does everyone know where they're going next week and who to check into?
San Francisco.
Anyone? That's a Nick, thumbs up? Okay, good, good. Oh, there you go.
We're going to BLFC already?
Note
Yeah,
for
I
events,
forgot
the
to say
fans for the fursuit lounge are going to need to be reattached.
Ah, yes. Okay, so that would be a Pluma thing. So apparently the Fursuit Lounge fans have been...
There's a better way to put them on. And they have been detached first.
Oh, they've been detached.
But
So
they still
if we need to pull some people in to help to get those set up, when do those run? Wednesday, Thursday?
I don't have those scheduled in front of me.
Wednesday, I believe, as there are equipment, and our equipment arrives Wednesday.
Okay, so let's talk offline just to make sure we've got enough help to go around, but just to be a heads up for that. So otherwise, I will see everyone next week. This is very exciting. The two meetings again. You were? Oh, I'm sorry.
Earlier, somebody mentioned that somebody wanted to talk about accessibility and like some basic guidelines
That is good. Well, unfortunately, Anne is our accessibility maven. Unfortunately, she could not make it today.
And did talk to me a little bit. At registration, we'll have some stickers to put on folks that have accessibility needs. So if your department has any lines planning on letting folks with accessibility needs approve online or for whatever reason, we'll have a blue sticker on it.
Yeah, and I believe for many of the panel rooms, there is a designated spot for folks with wheelchairs. So we've been talking about that. Was there any concerns for Artemis or?
Not Artemis specifically, but I was just saying, I did a workshop at Kitchens Fair that was how to deal with different kinds of disabilities in that situation. So, like if you're not sure whether a wheelchair can move through your space, walk around with a hula hoop. And if that gets stuck on things, wheelchairs are likely to get stuck on things too. And then there are also a lot of invisible disabilities, like I'm autistic. So if your opinion is really loud or really bright or something like that, be aware that some people will be especially overstimulated in that. If people aren't making eye contact, they might still be paying attention to you. A lot of autistic people can't make eye contact because it gives them extreme anxiety, panic attacks, things like that. Or let's say that they're deaf in one ear and they're putting their good ear towards you so they can't actually look you in the eyes, things like that. So,
We do have an accessibility person. She's actually reported to Clinton on hotel, so if you have any concerns about your event or anything else, email hotel and it'll get forwarded on to her.
There's also a Slack room that is
Just for
accessibility.
accessibility.
Oh, that's
You
great.
should definitely talk with her at con as well. She's actually really good at that marketing. She's also in a wheelchair, so the wheelchair acts is kind of self-love.
oh, and never push somebody's wheelchair unless they specifically ask you to. People do have asking all the time, and oh my gosh, don't.
We do have a message in the con book about making sure that accessibility needs, people are respecting those. It also lists the public email address, accessibility@furtherconfusion.org. So that is our official point of contact, other than info@, which works for everything. And then I'd also love to work with you and Anne about getting longer-lived documentation about the best way that we can support accessibility and have that in the playbook. By the way, there's a playbook. If you've probably seen it.
Yeah, playbook is awesome. Check it out. Actually, especially if you're new to your position or just want to double check, it's a great thing to review before the con. And just make sure you know everything that's going on. And
someone post a link to the staff list again.
Yes, staff. Like the HR list.
No. Post the
link to the playbook.
Thank you.
Link to playbook.
Post the playbook in staff.
Cool.
Yeah.
I can do that. I'll put that on my action.
But it is always furcon.org/playbook. We'll redirect you.
Yeah. So the two meetings, just to reiterate, Thursday evening at 9 o'clock. Friday morning at 10 a.m., both in the Marriott Blossom Hill. I will send out an email to everyone leading up to the con, just so you know. But like I said, if you can't make either of those meetings, contact your lead or your exec and just let them know, and we can make sure you get the safety information that you need. Otherwise, unless...
I'm going to say the...
Zoo? Oh, zoo games. That's right. Yes, they are. The zoo games will be the point of the meeting, and there will likely be some kind of candy-based treat. Oh, wow.
We just do them now.
I didn't know those.
Do you want to save it for
I forgot. Let's do it the pre-con.
Okay, we'll do zoo games at pre-con and water.
No one is so important that they can't drink water.
Yeah. Have a great time in the evenings, please, by all means.
And then drink more water if you do that.
Yes,
Mm-hmm,
and frankly, go 1 for 1 if you are going to consume alcohol in the evenings.
If you find yourself needing a water bottle, my panel gives them out.
Yeah.
So please see me and I will give you a water bottle. I have 500 of them.
Which panel is that?
The Bay Paw panel, the Pup Mosh.
Hey. Cool.
Okay, so water was the big thing. I also want to make sure that everyone gets enough sleep, and I know that's a joke at this point or a punchline, but I'm serious. 621, yes, we all know. And please get enough sleep. If you need to take a break, just tell your lead, tell someone else, I need to take a break. Please do not fall on grenades for this con. If you need to go to bed, just let us know. If you need a snack, we can probably grab one for you. Do you want to talk about deal or snacks, or do you want to keep on the deal?
Deal.
Okay. Frankly, in ops, we are probably going to have some kind of
Usually there's donuts or
granola
something
bar or
other there.
something.
Yeah. And there's staff feed.
And staff feed. Please make use of staff feed.
Yeah.
You guys work way too hard, and they've been cooking all month.
Yes.
And their meals are, honest to God, delicious.
So I'm usually in the dealer set, and I don't really know anything about what you just mentioned.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the case for anyone else here, but. So staff.
We have our own staff feed. It's up on the 10th floor in the Hilton. 18th?
I didn't realize there were 18 floors. Yeah.
There are hours for it. You'll get that information when you check in and get your staff badge. Basically, it's a lounge that's staff only. Gophers are allowed in as well. That we provide free food. It's not good food.
It's pretty good food.
It's very
It saves you money.
Yeah.
It's not a steak dinner.
It's
but it's
exactly.
Good. It's edible
It's
and it's filling.
And occasionally we have somebody, from the con store, who will go up there and get a bunch of stuff and bring it down. So come up over here to make sure you got something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. If you see other staff people not eating, not sleeping, grumpy, whatever, hey, we've got a staff feed, didn't you know?
If you need assistance getting to your room, I will carry you or find someone who can.
Piggybacking on that, like we look out for each other.
Yes.
So it is not uncommon to hear people greet each other with, "Hey, have you eaten?
Yes.
Have you drank? Have you slept?" And I know that we're all really good at burning the candle at both ends and then some extra ends, but I want to make sure that everyone is taking care of themselves. We have a lot of staff this year. I wish I could give us a year over year, but I want to say it's even more than last year. So it's like 300 something. So we have a lot of people, and I want to make sure that everyone is taking care of themselves and being safe and rant.
And having fun. We don't want them ranting. If you have a complaint, complain up. Don't complain over. Don't complain down.
Yes.
Complain up.
If there are complaints, escalate it. If there are complaints that you don't want to deal with, this guy.
And yeah, like in general, Red and I are on call 24/7.
I think 25/7.
25/7.
You're creating.
If you need to speak with us, mail us on Slack or on radio, but probably Slack.
Or ConOps will hunt you down too.
Yes, we will respond to any call out. So please do. Yeah, you guys are here to have fun, enjoy the con. People yelling is not your responsibility. That is our responsibility. So.
But also, I just wanted to feel the last, just a last possibility. Any questions at all? Yes.
What if somebody threatens you when you're on duty? Like that happened when I was helping out. And it happened. It happened last year when I was helping out dealers.
I remember that. Yeah.
And so if somebody threatens me again, do I call Flair and also tell you, right?
Yes.
Grab the nearest person that who you report to, your exec, anyone in ConOps. Call Flair. You should not be threatened by anybody, and if someone is threatening you, you want to know.
Especially if it's attendee, though, right?
Especially.
I don't care if it's a union guy.
Yes.
Yes. It's not acceptable.
Yes.
Okay, but anybody have any questions at all? New folks to staff, new execs, anybody, no dumb questions, throw them out.
Stitch.
Does anyone not know what the 621 rule is?
Just say it.
6
hours
of
sleep, 2 meals, and 1 shower.
Minimum.
Per day.
Not interchangeable.
Yeah, not 6 showers.
I mean,
1
if you
hour
want to
sleep.
do a 666 rule, sure. But
Down, boys.
621 is the minimum.
Yes, we will repeat this ad nauseum during the zoo games at the meetings pre-con. But yes, that is the bottom line. Contact staff. Don't kill yourself. We're here to have fun.
We have insurance. Don't put yourself in harm's way to save something off the conventions if you don't have to.
Yes, absolutely.
You are more important to me than my insurance claim.
Also, make sure to check on your execs. They are people too. I had to force feed an exec last year.
True.
Did you have that?
We had to chase you and feed you.
Yes.
Sounds like something that would happen at a FurCon.
Okay.
All right.
Flare is the only other thing I'd mention if we're going down this route.
Yeah, just in terms of contact flare.
What is
Anybody
flare?
here who does not know what flare is, please raise your hand now.
Just say it.
Okay, flare is they are not security. I want to make sure that's clear. But they handle any of those sort of situations for us, any health concerns, people jumping line, yelling things. If you have to tell them attendee they're doing something wrong and it's not something simple, where pretty much it goes to Flare.
Yeah, Flare is a independent group who works other similar sci-fi and furry cons.
And much larger than us.
And much larger than us. They have experience with situation handling, with first aid. We
are first responders.
They are first responders. Obviously, they will, if there's a situation, the appropriate emergency staff will come, but Flare will be there to stabilize things. So they are your medical, your police, and the first person you talk to when there is a situation, hand it off to them. They will hand it off to the proper authorities.
And keep track of it and do the right thing.
Exactly.
It's important to our hotels that we make sure we do not call them security, but we tend to call them crowd control partners. But they have a lot of practice in making sure that the aisleways are clear if there is any sort of ambulance or fire or any other needs like that. If there's a problem with attendee hotel rooms, they will accompany hotel security to make sure that there's no miscommunication between the role of the convention, the role of the hotel security, and the role of the hotel guest. All of that should be handled a lot easier, and we are very, very grateful to have partnered with them year after year after year with FC.
Yes.
Bottom line is, there are two people you really call at con. When in doubt, call con ops. When in trouble, call Flare.
That's a really good way to put it.
That's a good way
It
to put
is.
it. I like that. Quote Mitra.
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah, and then quote under that me.
And
Also
the phone
let
numbers
con-ops
and
know
text
when you're in
message
trouble.
numbers for those are going to be on the backs of your badges. And then also on the back of the program, it's
Pocket
nice
program.
and clear, the pocket program. You should have no problem accessing these or telling attendees how they can access those resources. And yes.
That was basically the zoo game in 15 minutes.
Yep.
Sounds good. Okay, that's it. So the last announcement is the hotel has a new sign that will be going up this year made out of grass. It's a real Marquis de Sade. On that note, thank you, and we will see you next week.
You're
We appreciate you
fired.
coming. I've been holding on to that one since the exec meeting, so yeah. I was real
You're fired, and I'm disappointed in you.
shoehorn
You realize
there.
we're still trying to hire people.
I know. Okay.
Well, that just went out the window.
Yes.
Where the marquee is.
Skip to the end theme. Produced by.
Red, and then everyone just goes. Okay, but thank you. I love you all. Really appreciate everyone working for the con, and it's going to be a great con, and I'm very, very, very excited. So thank you all. That did just end it like a bad fart. That's
Yep.
I thought everyone would like be getting up. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. This is you guys good. That was it. Yeah.
We know the sunshine is scary.